Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. We're fixing to go ahead and make our elderberry syrup. I make it more as a juice than I do a syrup. So I've got my jug of water. Now this is clean tap water. I know y'all like to see me. It's been sitting in there under my bench. I had to wrench the dirt off the clay dust basically off the jug. We got the chickens wound up. You get started talking out here and old Rooster go to holler, and he like to be heard now. That is probably all I need. But now some of this will evaporate. This is my bag of frozen elderberries. I have picked most of them off. They've been froze, so we are going to pour them into our water. You want this to remain fairly thick. So, in doing this, we want a low simmer. You don't want to boil them hard. I don't think it's going to kill nothing to boil it. So you want to simmer your juice about 2 hours to extract what you want. At the end of the about 2 hours of letting this simmer, because elderberries have a little bit of a toxin in them that if you just eat them raw very minute, they'll give you a stomach ache. You have to kind of cook them to kill those toxins. So, that being said, the honey. You do not want to boil your honey. You'll start killing medicinal properties in it. So, this honey here is special honey. This is not just regular honey. My friend, Mr. Dan Hammett, up around Hernando, Mississippi, I met with him one day. I was delivering pottery and happened into him. He's a beekeeper, and been following him on Facebook. And he gave me a couple of jars of goldenrod honey. This is typically after the goldenrod starts blooming. Most beekeepers will stop gathering the honey because it gets a stronger flavor, and it's not as sweet. Or that's what they tell me. I've never had it. I have tasted this, and it tasted okay to me. But it'll have some of the medicinal qualities of the goldenrod, but a little more medicinal. So I wanted goldenrod honey to put in with my elderberry syrup. So after we let this sit here and simmer for a little while, we'll add the honey to it. Now you can add cinnamon to this. A lot of the recipes calls for cinnamon. I'm not going to put cinnamon in mine. I had thought about adding some turkey tail mushrooms to this and let them simmer into there so that the juice would be in that, because it would help the immune system building qualities. But that's kind of in my mind, a guesstimation if it would work. I don't know of anybody that has done that. But the basic thing is you sweeten the elderberry juice with honey, and it's medicinal. So we're going to let this cook a while. This will be a short, sweet video, I think. So for those of you that like short videos, this one's for you. Okay, gloves, hot pot. Been cooking about 2 hours, so hour and a half at least. You can cook it longer, and y'all, I have done this before with sugar. Worked okay. I've got a strainer here. I may make a mess. I ain't gonna never promise that I won't. I'm gonna try not to. And I don't know if y'all can see good. Let me bring y'all a little closer. I know it ain't worth making a video if can't nobody look. I think I'm gonna cut this pot off a minute. And I'm gonna try to do this slowly. What I did is I emptied out one of my glass jars that I had goldenrod dried in, because I have got bags of goldenrod. Okay. That strains. I'm gonna dump these out just over here on the ground somewhere. Probably ought to throw them over there to the chickens. They'd probably greatly appreciate that. And I may need another jug. Took that over there and throwed it to them chickens. They let them have on my field day with that. Alright. We're gonna have to get us another jug because I gotta leave room for my honey here. I may pour it all back into here and mix it once I get it strained. Might have added too much water, but it was steaming out and getting low, and I come added about another half a gallon. And this is a gallon jug, so apparently I didn't lose. All right, I'm gonna stop right there. Let me get me another jug to put that in, and then I'm gonna wash it out and mix it all in here. I've got a jar right here that I had wild lettuce that I had made in it. So I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be a trial error here. We're gonna get the rest of it in there. Good deal, y'all. Look how perfect that come out. 2 good slam full jars. And I'm gonna go dump the rest of this out. All right, good clean bucket. So we're gonna pour all this back in there, because now I don't have to fool with straining nothing. These gloves probably handy. Ah, now I got 2 jars of this honey. Now my wife confiscated the other one. While it's good and hot, we'll get all that honey out of there, see? While it's hot, look how it's washing that jar clean. Dissolving all of my honey right there. All right. See, I didn't lose nothing now. Now it's all in there and mixed up good, y'all. And see, that's not hot enough to do nothing but dissolve my honey. And I hadn't got it hot enough that it kills the medicinal properties of my honey. So make sure you do it this way. If you pour your honey in first and let it cook with it, you're going to destroy a lot of your good stuff out of your honey. So that's the reason you add it later. But y'all, this is done. All I got to do is I'm making sure this is melted. And it is. Oh, it has a good flavor too. Good flavor. All right, I'm gonna fill. Well, actually, I got 3 jars now. I think I'm gonna put it in this jar. That's actually the jar Mr. Dan Hammett gave me with the goldenrod, with the... All right. And I may have a little bit more because remember we added a whole quart of honey. I don't know how much volume that. It had to have added something to it. All right. Y'all look at the elderberry medicine I got for this year. Ooh, there's a lot of my honey right there, so we're gonna let that drain off into that jug. May have to prop that up and let it drain for a little while. I don't know. It dissolved most of it. They ain't enough in there y'all can see to hurt nothing. It's just I'm just stingy. I hate to waste it. Show you what a country boy does. See where it's dripping? Boy, that honey's good. Doggone it. About like mama baking a cake, you know. I know that suns are blinding y'all, but anyway, boy, that's a good. I'll have that everywhere. I see that sun back there in your eyes. Boy, that honey's so good to make a puppy pull a freight train. Well, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead there. But y'all, that's all there is to I'm making this here elderberry juice. Y'all look at here what we got. Yeah, elderberry. So what I'll do is after that cools, I put it in my outside refrigerator and it'll be fine in there, and I'll just get it out when we're not feeling good and get a sip of it. You can cook that down to more of a syrup and make it a lot thicker. But why do that when you just take an extra swallow or two, like grape juice or something? But anyway, maybe this helped y'all. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. We'll see you next time. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.